Hello everyone and welcome to PSGL 5. This is round 10 at Brazil and it's your grand finale. I'm Hamza Brennan and to take us through the action here alongside me is Evan. How are you doing today?
I'm good, and let's not pretend this is our second attempt at this. We will keep running. No championship to be decided today, but of course there will always be some really nice action. The drivers here today. Of course, this is the 5th tier of PSGL, so it will be high quality, of course. A couple of returnees, one of them being Jesper. He is back after a long time away in this championship, of course, a different PSN. As Ratio Esports, it does no longer exist, so he's no longer Raz Jesper, but he is back here today.
Just want to note one thing, BGR Wrench, I believe, is Azzy, who has changed his PSN.
Okay, I was a bit confused for a second, but that is Azzy, is now BGR Wrench. And qualifying is just getting started. A couple of drivers starting laps now. And we will see what times these drivers will be setting.
On board with Dominator, I guess, for a lap.
Yeah, we can go on board with Dominator.
So, into the Senna S, it's important to get a good exit out with the Senna S. And down the straight, where we have seen a Ferrari have an incident or two. One up. I'm also going to get the exit as you head up in sector 2 now. So make an alright lap to keep the inside but don't get oversteer on the exit. There's a lock up there. And what was it? 2 similar enough corners in the way they look. Doesn't seem like that great of a run. He's slow in the apex. But now off the corner, not braking on that astral turf, and is sector 3, just basically going to power. There's not much else you can do. And now to took the inside for a little extra lap time. It's a 107.0, so I'm putting P6. Paul is currently helping Gustavo Nessi, who is has a 106.4.
107.0 for Dominator, as we see. Here comes Ron across the line, goes 5th with a 106.7. Next driver to cross the line is going to be Bertie Centauri. Couldn't win last week. Can he win this week? He's on course to do so. Well, he's on course to help himself do so. 106.4. Look at the gap up the top between Centauri and Gustavo Nessi. Next man to cross the line to complete the lap will be QBO Cortez. Drew Yunsao rounding the last few corners. Realistically they are flat out, but still classed as corners, and Cortez goes 6th with a 106.7, and the next man is Taisku, who has already sent a 107.3, but that is in the medium compound tyre, so a very nice lap for Taisku.
Indeed, he is. In the medium, that shows he has good pace, and it might get some for the race as well if he is able to switch on media on mediums and like that.
Of course, the reverse strategy can be quicker sometimes depending on race conditions, but really you can never quite tell.
Santeri on pole now. And he's hit somebody as he's entering the pits there. And there's the Haas.
That is the Haas of Ron, I believe. Or was it Finley? It was Ron who is in on the entrance into the pit lane.
Well, I see, don't think anyone's really on a lap at the moment. Oh, well, Jesper is, so keep an eye on him.
Yes, Jesper, of course, as we were saying, returning to F5 to us here. It hasn't been here in a while. He's now going up the double right-hander. Let's see what this sector is. We'll find out till a couple corners time.
Well, as he goes through a corner where you have seen one or two things happen before, and then up to a corner where one thing did happen, and it was one of the most memorable moments of Formula 1 history.
Is that clock? Is that clock going slowly?
Yeah, but I don't think we're going to get that today. Although there is a constructors battle to note. Ferrari versus Red Bull. Jesper is P6.
Good lap from Jesper. He was purple in the second sector. Whether that was legitimate or not, we won't find out. Now, only 2 more drivers to set times, one of them being SHW Namscon, a set of mediums. Let's see what sector times he's setting. Of course, our PSGL F5 Drivers World Champion
is on 0 ERS.
He has backed out of this lap, is correct. He has no pressure on him today though, he can try whatever he wants. And then Efio Bandini tried 2 laps on the softs and still couldn't get one in. So, he is down in 14th. Simon has just started a lap, gone through the Senna S's from down there to Rosta. Let's see where SHZ Simon can go.
Well, apparently identical first sector, just slightly slower.
Into the double right-hander. Moves Simon, the Frenchman. Doesn't feel his pace is too good around here. His first lap was a 106.6. And it wasn't a bad job. Jules has gone third, 106.6 as well for VU Jules, the McLaren. Pick up in form recently, he has gone third. That is very nice. Here comes Simon, Julian Sow, he's a 10th down, so I don't think this is going to be an improvement on this time. Short shifting the gears, going to hook the left hand side of the asphalt. Fix the car out, however, he may be going for another run, or else he doesn't realise if you hang to the left, you will be quicker. It is not an improvement. And I believe he may be going for another lap here, because he hasn't turned down the ERS. Matt T-Bogs with 4th. A very nice lap from Matt. And a phenomenal drive last week in Azerbaijan, of course. Stretching those softs a long time. He's currently in 4th position and
Simon
very close
validated.
to both in front. Simon hasn't validated. I believe he ran over that right-hand curb. Would I be correct there?
Yeah, pretty much. He just went a bit too wide, and yeah, invalidation.
And that is Jules improving to a 106.4. That was 2 laps in a row he did there. Very impressive by VU Jules. But Santeri is also improving in the first sector. And he carried this momentum throughout the lap is the next question we will be asking. Very tricky traction zone coming up. Short shifts to 4th gear, 5th, and doesn't go up to 6th. Flicking and rotating through the gears is Santeri, very talented driver. One of the youngest drivers in PSGL, I believe, 13 years of age.
He's improved there, and it'll be enough for a pole at the moment. Jules is on pole as of now, so very good lap from him to set the pace. Good Santeri.
Santeri. Across the line, is a pole? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
106.4. It's not an improvement by much, but it is enough of an improvement. Very nice lap for BRT Santeri.
It's like Gustavo Nezzi now, so let's see what he can do.
As Namsco has set a 0.69 on a set of mediums. That is a blistering lap for Namsco. And yes, as you said, Gustavo Nezzi is the next man. Julian Sow, he's purple in 2.
Yeah, I've been up for pole comfortably.
This is enough for a comfortable pole. He's going to get a bit of a toe off the back of JMO Dominator, as that is Efio Bandini going into 10th position. He has got a beautiful toe off the back of the Ferrari. Where's this going to put him? He won comfortably, 106.3, 10th of a second clear of Santeri. That is a beautiful lap for the Williams.
Well, if we're being pedantic, it's about 99 thousandths.
And that's Santeri's teammate. He's your wrench, or formerly known as Alpha Azzi. Gone in 4th position, 106.5.
And it's his home Grand Prix, I believe, so it's not too bad for his home race.
The Brazilians will be cheering on BG your wrench. I'm going to get that wrong about 10 times today, by the way. Just a warning.
Oh, at least we know. Well, Ron's on the lap now. See what he can do. He is up by 2.5 tenths. That would be
2.5 tenths for Ron. This could be nice. This would slot him a lot of positions because it is so close. Here in PSGL F5. Hangs to the left hand side. Where's this going to put Ron? It's going to put him in P number 4. Beautiful lap. 106.4 and so close behind Jules in P3, bit of clear from Wrench in P5. That is a superb lap.
Not a bad lap. Obviously, everyone else will have a chance to improve. Simon is started a lap. And, well, somebody else, I believe Cortez. Well, he is at the end of first sector. He's a 10th up. Now, Haas Finley is starting. And then there's McLaren, I believe Tysku and Jules. Well, they're both in out laps. So, try and keep an eye on everyone. Let's see if Spaghetti Chips, he's improved.
He is up in the first sector. Is the Renault of Spaghetti Chips 106.8. There's a wild Matt T-Bus on the right hand side who he has to avoid there.
Well, let's see, who's going to cross the line? I believe Simon will cross the line. He is slightly up in his time. And once again, he steps to the right. And it's lost time again. He doesn't improve.
No improvement there, unfortunately, but a man who is currently improving is Tysko at the back of the grid. He's not improving by much, but he is improving by enough, maybe to jump up a position or two.
I think it actually be 3. Because it's that close at the, well, pretty much the back of the pack. The bottom of the pack. So, let's see what he can do as he to the left. Try get as much as possible. It is actually 3 tenths improvement to P5. So
that is a beautiful lap by Tysko. He has gained a lot in that last sector because he was less than a 10th up, and he has gained quite a lot. Let's see what Cortez can do through. You'd say, oh, he's 8 seconds down.
Well, Jules about to complete his lap. It is good enough for P2.
Very good lap from Jules there, but not quite good enough. And that's Napsco to second. The Ferrari once again proving superior in quali, but he is stuck behind Gustavo Nessi, so he will have to
2,000 of a second between them.
By 0.002 of a second, that is very close. Now, who's next to complete this lap? Yes, that's correct, it is Jasper. Let's see where he can put his Alfa Romeo to the left hand side, and that is good for P8. Nice job, Jasper. Very nice lap from Jasper on his return. We will be getting the final laps in qualifying very, very soon.
Yeah, that is up. It's so close that, well, if you can get to improvement and somebody else doesn't, then, well, you'll probably be able to get ahead of them. I'm sure what Jasper's doing is invalidated, but he still has his ERS on. Looks like he's pushing. So he's probably just adding unnecessary tyre wear. So
yeah, he obviously feels he can improve on the last lap, so he's just going to burn these ones out a little bit. Which isn't the cleverest decision you'll see all day, but he is into the pits now, of course, and he will be hopefully going for another run.
Well, completely now laps out, but most people still in the pit. I'm going to see a flurry of activity swimming up. Some people starting to get out early just for their own sake.
That is a Ferrari heading out as well. There's Namsco heading out of the garage, but Gustavo Nessi is starting his lap. He may get traffic on this lap, and I don't think that will be the cleverest choice, because there will be a bit of traffic on his lap. There'll be a McLaren, a Haas, and there's Namsco just to that left hand side, which he doesn't get a slipstream off.
Oh yeah, of course, because he got slipstream in Sector 3, so you'll have to hope you can improve enough to even without that, well, distant tow, you would be able to extend this advantage at the top.
Yeah, because it will be a difficult lap for him to improve with that mega slipstream. Now he got at the third sector of the circuit, as you said. But here he is coming through Yun-Sao, and he's purple, so he is improving, but I don't think it will be enough unless he gets a very, very fiery exit out of that corner, which I don't believe he has. Activated ERS. Is this going to be enough to improve on pole position for Gustavo Nezzi? Yes, it is. He's going into the twos.
Well, Namsco started. He is trying to get this lap in. Finley's out. He decided to retire.
Simon got across the line now, although I think he's starting another lap. He is starting another lap. He was 12 seconds off on that one. Next man to cross the line will be Centauri, just to start a lap. The next man to come across to finish a lap, I believe, is going to be the Cafeteria Matt Tebos. He is improving by 10th of a second. That may be enough to jump him up all the way to P6 if he can improve just that little bit more. Across the line, Matt Tebos goes P5. Much better result than we originally predicted for Matt. Very, very powerful lap. Here comes Jamel Dominic across the line. Is it going to be good enough for an improvement? Yes, 11th. Tysco across the line now. He's starting another lap. Puzzle an improvement on that run. Namsco heading through Yun-Sao in the final sector. Is this enough for an improvement? No, he was down. So he's back down. He's got to go again. Let's see what Simon can do though. How Simon going to complete this lap is the first question. It's not going to be an improvement, or maybe it will be. Here comes Simon. No improvement.
No, it is an time improvement, but
no positional improvement, however. Here comes Centauri. Is it good enough for pole position? Yes, it is. Tops the timing sheets with a 6-1 for ART Centauri. Beautiful lap. Can Namsco respond? The Jules has gone third. No response to that pace of Centauri. Ron's gone 6th. Very good improvement for Ron. Namsco is 2/10 down. He's going to need a lot if he wants to take pole position for the Brazilian Grand Prix. And is there anyone else
it's gone. It's gone. He spun.
Namsco's around, and that will be pole position for VRT Centauri. From what was such a close qualifying, Centauri has pulled that lap out of the bag there.
Yeah, so a brilliant qualifying for Centauri. I'm feeling like he just difference between Namsco and choose the AI there.
That obviously won't be a grid penalty as Centauri, sorry, I thought there was a grid penalty notification for Centauri. It was just the fastest lap one that was delayed. And that is qualifying. Rudy Centauri on pole. He's taken so many poles this season, but hasn't converted them to wins. Let's wait and see what can he do now.
Well, yeah. Trying to take us to the results.
Centauri on pole position, 106.1, and Gustavo Nezzi less than a tenth. Jules in P3, Namsco 4, PG or Wrench in P5 at the home Grand Prix for both him and Gustavo. Ron in 6th, Matt 7, Tysco 8th, Jesper 9th, Simon 10th, Benzini 11th, Dominator 12th, Cortez 13th, Spaghetti Chips 14th, and Finley at the back of the grid in P15. Poor result for Finley. He hasn't really been in good form as of recent.
6 down separating first to 15th. So that is interesting, to be fair.
And no one going for the mediums in the end, but of course the back 5 may go for the mediums.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a free chargers, of course.
Yeah.
Brendan, any early predictions for this one?
Well, honestly, it'll probably be a simple enough strategy, soft to medium, medium to soft. But a late safety
Or soft to hard?
Well, maybe soft to hard. But it probably wouldn't be the preferred one for a lot of people. Let me think. Maybe if a safety car comes out at some point, that could really spice up the race. To be honest.
Yes, it could.
Yeah, and obviously the constructors' battle will be interesting. Red Bull got good results, so they might be able to overtake Ferrari in constructors. Because I think they are behind at the moment. I checked, and there's 15 points between Ferrari and Red Bull.
Is Red Bull at the top of that, I believe?
No, Ferrari are.
Okay, Ferrari at the top of that. Tyre choices. Bottom 5 on mediums, top 10 on softs. Fairly expected one. That one was, of course, you can stretch the mediums to a medium soft. The softs, you do have to do a bit of tyre saving when starting on them.
The thing is, you don't quite get that drop off in grip like you would at other tracks with the softs. Like you still can get a big grip even when they are worn. So
yes, you can. So do still need to manage them a little bit, but not much. Thing is, we may get some rain later on in the race. That might be a possibility. Of course, we don't know the weather forecasts. We don't have a weather radar here in the commentary booth. So we'll need to wait and see. Finley's really dropped off the back of the train now in the formation lap. Of course, he can go as slow as he wants, really. We'll see. He keeps a fair distance.
Well, yeah, he's caught up a bit now, so he'll be fine there.
Yes, he should be okay. But this is the final time we will go racing in PSGL 5 this season. Can Santeri finally take a win from pole? He hasn't really taken many this season. Here we go, lining up on the grid. 36 laps in this Grand Prix, very short lap time. As we've seen, however, we wait for Finley to line us up into his pit box. Here we go. The red lights will start to go out now. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Brazil. We're racing in Interlagos. What's the race start like for Gustavo Nessi? It's a good one, and he's already alongside Santeri down to the turn 1. Gustavo Nessi takes the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix, but he's gone deep, and that's Santeri. Back right outside contact. The Brazilians around. So is Namsco around as well. Big contact into turn 2 and around. These Senna S's. Matt T-Boss has got a beautiful start of 2-second. Jules down to third. BGO wrench on the outside of Jules with a contact made there with a front wing. I believe has been tapped, but Jesper making moves down the inside. But it's now become the outside, and that's wrench keeping the Red Bull in. Very close through here. He's going to go for the move on Jesper, but Jesper's going to hold the car around the outside and keep what is now P4.
When there's still some battling going on between Tyscoop and Wrench.
And the medium runners really coming into play as Brandini has gone around the outside. An offer all wrong. Beautiful overtake there. I don't know if you did catch that one, but there's two cars going side by side. It's Jesper on the inside of Jules. Jules has made a mistake around the flat out right-hander, and he's gone down the inside. Look at the gap pulled by Santeri and Matt. Here, Jules going to keep the car the inside. He's into the pits. Oh, just about gets the car stopped in the pit lane. I believe Chips may be trying a move. No, he hasn't. There is a real big train behind Jesper here. Matt Tebos and Santeri pulling away from this one. BG Orange is going to try a move on Jesper. Can't get close enough on this occasion, unfortunately.
Our Namsco Dominator. So Ferrari battling along with Spady Chips.
Chips to sneak his way in there. Very good racing from the Renault to sneak his way. past the Ferrari GMO Dominator, was caught sleepy there. Jules has gone for a set of hards. Gustavo Nesi has stayed out, so has Namsco, so no damage for them. Luckily enough, they can still find a route back into this Grand Prix, but up the front, it is Santeri leading ahead of Matt, Jesper, Wrench, Diceko, Bedini, Ron, Cortez, Philly, Simon, Gustavo Nesi, Namsco, Spivy Chips, Dominator, and Jules at the back, who made that early pit stop on lap 1. Higgins Ron past Bedini, the soft tyres just proving still that little bit faster than the mediums in the opening phases of this Grand Prix through the Senna S's, and Bedini's going to have no fight back on Ron, but he may find himself under pressure from Cortez now.
You see, his quarter's going to go for him, but it seems like the power of a DRS train, or that is not too much. We're going to overtake us. Oh, that's not for Jesper!
Oh, Jesper! Very unfortunate. I don't know what's happened there, but he is in the grass. Rejoins to the track safely, but he's down in 14th, and I don't think he will be in with a shot of getting back up to where he was in this Grand Prix.
He might still get points, maybe.
Points could be an option if he has a good fight back, but that's difficult to do it in Brazil.
Well, Santeri and Matibos are pretty much checked out. But although Santeri, he might be able to jump for that turn on Senna S incident on lap 1.
Yeah, we're caught with Gustavo Nesi, apologies. I don't think there was much he could do. He did try hold as much space as possible while keeping it flat out, but he still may be in a little bit of pickle for that one. Matt Tebas though isn't falling away. He's 1.6 behind, but he was 1.7 on the last lap. And then of course the Red Bulls in a brilliant position for taking this Constructors' title.
Well, yeah, because they're at the moment they'd be claiming about 40 points, and well, the gap between Ferrari and Red Bull.
It's PSGL point system.
Oh yeah. So it'll be 16 and 10, so 26 points.
Which would take them the title as Ferrari.
Yeah.
They're currently taking none.
Yeah. If Namsco had been there where he had richly qualified, he would have been able to probably make it a pretty close battle. But see, he's now got to make a huge fight back. And he probably need a safety car or something to drag him back into it.
Fortes, after a poor race in Azerbaijan, is looking to finally pass Bentini. He needs to go top of the medium runners. He currently is in P7, he's not close enough on this occasion. One man who is close enough is Simon, and Finley may try a dive into here. No, it's Purple Sector 1 however, so he's enjoying this little bit of a slipstream train. Tyres may suffer through this second sector.
Does anyone maybe try a dive? Simon's closing. No, it just isn't quite close enough. Because Davinesi's now in the back of Simon. He wants to make a fight back here. Because he got a brilliant start before being caught up in the instance. And the exit to Senna S.
Terry is now increasing that gap over Matt, and VG Orange is catching up to Matt. Matt still doing a great job here in second position. Got a great result in Baku. Could top that off at a podium here in Brazil, which I'm sure he'd love. But as the term isn't cycling, the peloton are catching, and they certainly are. This is a nice little slipstream and DRS train these guys have going on here with Gustavo Nesi and Namsco at the back of it. Look, Gustavo Nesi's going to go for it round the outside of Simon. Can he hold the car in round the outside of the racing point? Yes, he can. Beautiful overtake for Gustavo Nesi. I don't believe Simon has a fight back on this one. No, he doesn't.
No,
That is magnificent stuff from Gustavo Nesi.
Getting a bit brighter now, so rain probably won't come. Well, the rain in Brazil is not that much of a surprising thing.
Yeah, rain in Brazil is common this time of year when the Grand Prix is supposed to be held. Of course, it's July, No, it's not July. What?
Well, it's the end of May.
It's June. It's June tomorrow, of course. So that is what I was trying to say. It is not July. Don't listen to me. Back to the racing. Jesper is down in 14th now, but Simon's losing another position to Namsko. Simon now out of the points in 2 laps and being overtaken by Stavanesi and being overtaken by
yellow flag of Jesper, Jules is out.
Oh, Jules is out. Jules is out. He has crashed.
Safety car.
Yunsao, safety car. We may see some boxers for the hard compound tyre here. This has thrown a spanner into the strategy. But this will not help Centauri and it will not help Matibos.
Yeah, because they had a huge advantage, but it's now being wiped out. Legos. Although, maybe you might see some action in the pit. Peter Wrench, he wouldn't have wanted this either, because he's going to be a victim of double stack and he's going to have to try slow people down in order to...
Or he may stay out on the softs and go to a medium possibly.
Yeah, but then he's going to have a huge fight back on his hands.
Terry's in, Matt's in, Peter Wrench is in, so he's just going to suffer whatever penalty he's given due to the double stack. Bedini is in, so the medium runner's even taking advantage. One man stayed out, that is Finlay, who will lead this Grand Prix. And Navsko's also stayed out. Oh, that's a bold strategy. Centauri's been jumped. Matt's jumped Centauri.
So it's worked out brilliantly for Matt then.
Matt Tibos is going to be the provisional leader of this Grand Prix.
No, because Centauri would have been held by everyone else coming in. Matt Tibos would have been gone on a little further and wouldn't have had to worry about it.
That is worked out very well for Matt Tibos.
In terms of other people, has there been any other people jumped, per se?
PTO Wrench is down to 11th, of course, because of that double stack.
Yeah.
Jesper is jump spaghetti chips. Whatever's happened there.
Namsko may as well stick with it now, because Matt Tibos and Centauri have managed to catch them.
Yeah, they did what they needed to do to not let them get a lap later for a pit stop. They called to the train. Personally, I think Namskos may have either made a genius strategy call or a terrible one, and I don't know which.
Another safety car, maybe a couple of laps time, would maybe flip the narrative in favour of Namsko, but at the moment it doesn't seem great for him.
In fairness, I do appreciate Finley's brother now. He was on the mediums. May as well stick it out and go for himself off and just see what he can get. He qualified last, has absolutely nothing to lose in this Grand Prix.
He was up into the point.
He was, but Centauri's gone wide at turn 1 and he's lost the position to Tyscon. Well, not sure what happened there, but he has lost the position.
It was a Paris moment nearly.
Yeah, and he's in a Red Bull as well. He's been passed by a McLaren.
Now where's the AlphaTauri when you need them? Oh, Matibos passed him. Matibos passed him in the pits.
If you think about it, AlphaTauri, McLaren, Red Bull, the Brazil podium in 2019. Of course, AlphaTauri didn't exist back then. Well,
they were just a different form.
Also. They just hadn't upgraded to AlphaTauri yet, of course. As the safety car is announced very late, and then this track, of course, it will be announced on the entrance into Yunsao. I believe it should be in this lap, however. I don't think we will get it at all.
Let's just see. Yep, in this lap. So
Finley will lead us away. And for Finley to lead us away from a safety car for possibly the final time this season. Let's see, can he get a good exit? He'll need it ahead of Matt Tebus. Here he goes. Oh, Bentini has spun at the back of the grid. Finley's holding us. This is a very slow safety car restart, and he needs to go very, very soon. We go racing to Brazil. Beautiful restart from Finley. He's got Nabsco out. Hasn't got Matt Tebus out. Matt Tebus, though, is still stuck behind Nabsco. Tysku looking for an overtake with that Santeri on the inside to gain a position that should have been his, and he has got it done. Ron may have a bit of an overspeed, though, because Tysku's got a poor exit on the exit of the Senna S's. Santeri's looking for it on Matt. Is he going to go down the inside? No, thinks of a cleverer option and backs out of that one. Back at the grid, something happened to Bentini on that restart. He's in the pits.
Oh no, Matibos will be safe now, pretty much the second sector.
Matt needs to try and keep up with these two in front and not let them pull a pit stop on this train. But I have a feeling Santeri will be gunning to get past Matt. Cortez right on the back of Ron, and Gustavo Nessi's practically pushing him around the corners. He needs to. Ron's made a mistake, and this is going to be Cortez up and through to P6. And now on the back of
Gustavo Nessi tapped Ron. That's affected his exit, and that's affected Simon too. In that mess. Wrench is passed.
For the lead though, Nabsco is looking to try and find a way past Finley. If Nabsco wants to make this strategy work, he just needs to extend the gap as much as he can. Probably got a warning for that exit though, because that was a little bit over the curb. He's going to try. Battle for the lead now. Down Retch Boss towards the left hand side. The optimal overtaking route. Down it's. Oh, he's actually made contact with the Haas. Wasn't the cleanest overtakes, but he got the job done. P1 for Nabsco, but of course still has to make that pit stop. But he is making a gamble.
No, see, he can take whatever gamble he wants, really. He has the championship sealed.
Yeah, it's really just probably doing this just for fun. As Wrench was badly affected by that double stack, and is now going to be pushing to try and get back up to where he was at the start of this race.
Well, the first target will be Ron. So, well, DRS enabled now, so we'll probably see some more taking soon enough.
Lock up from Matt into the Senna S, that's Santeri not close enough on this occasion though. Although Finley has kept with Nabsco not doing the job he needs to do, which is pull away from everyone. He is currently only 4/10 ahead of the medium runners, unless he's just about a second ahead of Matt Tebus, who's already made a pit stop. He's 1.1 ahead of Matt, who's already made a stop.
Well, I think it's all went wrong for Bandini. He's up much, well, right off the back now.
He spun on the safety car restart, I believe, and then made a pit stop.
That would be correct.
Has Santeri got a good enough run on Matt?
Don't think so. I think the DRS will help Matt.
Yeah, Matt's been saved by that DRS of Finley. Finley has this exit. He may be with an opportunity for Nabsco.
No, he didn't quite get the exit out of the Senna he needed. So I think he knows what. Don't want to waste his time trying to overtake when not really necessary.
That is Jesper past Spaghetti Chips. Jesper slowly fighting his way back up through the pack. It looks like Matt has gained, he's still gaining time on Finley. But Matt needs to keep this deal.
Oh no,
he's spun! Oh, Matt Tebus has spun out of the provisional race lead in this PSGL F5 race. And that
Terry was
not
very
good.
close, so I don't know. I don't think he spun him, but let me see.
No, I don't think he spun him.
Yeah,
He just got on the power a bit too early, and that is so unfortunate for Matt. He's doing a great job.
yeah, it's just a really aggressive spin. You could just hear the tires go snap, and well, he was around, and now he's last.
And that's not going to help. That's not going to be liked by Namsco either, because now Santeri has no one to get through. Santeri, of course, may have had to battle Matt, who had great pace all the same, but still would probably have been a bit quicker. But now, he can just manage this pace. Manage the gap to Namsco, who's picked up a 3-second penalty. Just going to help him more. I think Namsco just needs to get into the pits as soon as possible.
Oh, Namsco penalty.
That is correct.
That is not what he needed. First penalty of the race.
That is what I said, but I didn't say the first penalty of the race, actually. Thank you for picking that one up. Santeri with the fastest lap. Ooh, that's not good times for Namsco.
Yeah, not great for him.
Now, if we head to the back of the grid, or the mid-pack, Wrench has got past Simon. Ron is the next challenger for Wrench.
Well, isn't just Simon? Well, he doesn't have the race pace here, it seems. So
No, he didn't seem confident coming into this one, did Simon. He got that podium in Singapore and hasn't been anywhere really for the rest of the season. Of course, the two racing points made contact in Baku, and they had a crash.
Strange similarities to 2017 Baku there, but you can't repeat that.
Namsco's in. Namsco is into the pits and he's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's his race over, practically.
Not my hand instructors to Red Bull now.
Because Dominator is down in 9th, Santeri is in 2nd, and Wrench in 7th.
Well, 13 points for Santeri at the moment, and then Wrench is in P7, so it's going to go 16, 12, 10, 8, 6, 5, 4. So it will be just enough at the moment, although Dominator will pick up 2 points, I believe. So it could end up equal, maybe. Maybe.
And I believe Ferrari will win a countback, surely, for the race wins.
Oh, yeah. The constructors countback would be a little bit messy. So,
When have we ever had constructors countback? Oh no, I don't think so.
no, not really. You might have had in 2007 if
Terry
McLaren
might be looking for a move here, actually, sorry.
Well, yeah, you want to get a move on. If he just wants to make sure he can get a car in between.
Wrench past Ron on the other Red Bull. Wrench moving back up the pack. I did what he needed to do to try fight back up to his position. And Namsco is currently 2 seconds behind that Tigos, who is 7 seconds behind the pack. So, a lot of work for Namsco. And who we haven't spoken much about, Tysko in 3rd position. Currently 2nd, of course, because Finley was at the pick up. It's not a safety car now. I'm sure Finley will very much appreciate it.
Well, he's still got to go a couple more
going to end up
laps.
miles behind Namsco.
Thing is, Finley's tyres wouldn't even be in bad condition because there were safety car laps. Although Santeri's gaining, he may go for the lead here. Can he do it?
He's going to try down the inside, I believe. Is he going to dummy him? No, he's just going to go straight for the inside. Late on the brakes. Oh, Tysko's around. Oh, there's contact. Finley and Tysko. No, sorry, Finley and Santeri have made contact. Tysko has made contact with Gustavo Nessi, and it's all gone wrong in turn 1.
Again.
Damsco says the fastest lap carnage happened in turn 1 as Tysco got on the power too early, bit too eager to try and make moves, and look at that, Wrench is up to second position because of that.
Oh no, well Red Bull probably have this one in the bag.
What a manoeuvrable car that Red Bull is. Wrench was playing dodge-ups there, and he swished in and out of the spinning cars and has found himself now back up on the podium. Excellent job from Wrench.
See, what position was he exactly before? Was it around, let's see...
Before the spinners, he was P7.
Oh my. Well, obviously that took out about, how much?
That took out Gustavo Nezzi, Finley and Tysco. Of course, there's to pile on the brakes, Ron to pile on the brakes. So he just snuck up past them.
Oh yeah, because his run wasn't affected like the others. But, that's Gustavo Nezzi in the pits.
That's Gustavo Nezzi just retiring because he can't be bothered, I don't think. Namsco has taken the fastest lap away from Centauri now, so that is another point. Oh, and he's spun into the wall.
Oh dear.
And that is Namsco's race over with.
VSC.
A virtual safety car.
Oh. One thing is, Centauri, he may well be in trouble for that Finlay one. Because it did kind of look like he squeezed Finlay off track and made him spin. So... just have to hope that wasn't that the case. And DRS enabled. Does anyone get a drive through?
No, no one has picked up a drive through there, fortunately.
Yeah, that's nice to see. Everyone being able to watch the Delta for the VSC long enough to make sure they didn't get a drive through.
Yeah, because it did. When the virtual safety car ended on the straight, so that is probably the best place for it to end. But Dominator's 6 now, so since they just get a penalty, Ferrari may still have a chance in this one.
At the moment, it'd be 28 points versus, what would it be, 6?
Yeah.
Oh, Finlay's past Tysco. Although actually it'd be 10 or 8 because Simon has a penalty.
Finley is past Tysco and Namsco is in the pits to change his front wing. Just goes, I suppose he could go for fastest lap attempts as he's almost a lap down to our race leader Centauri.
Well, yeah, if he was able to take fastest lap away from Centauri. Oh yeah, Centauri does have fastest lap. Or no, he doesn't, Namsco has it, so...
No, Namsco did take it on the mediums, but I suppose he could go for another one, I guess.
Yeah, just to make sure Centauri isn't able to nab it back.
Centauri is pulling the gap over his teammate, or more so over Ron and Cortez, just in case he does get a penalty, I think. But Ron is looking feisty on the back of his Wrench. Still maybe some more opportunity.
And well, yep, I'd say it's dumb. I might want hoping for that. Simon's at P5 now, so this isn't a great pace, but he has been able to keep out of incidents, which well, turn 1 and 2, which have been able to make sure that he is able to be up a couple of positions. Well, he's P5 at the moment, but will probably become P6 once checker flag falls. Oh, that's Finlay in the pits.
That's Finlay finally in the pits for what is going to be his one and only stop. And I'll send us off, he's going to be nowhere in this Grand Prix, unfortunately. But that is unfortunate for him. We have, I was going to say later, 14 laps to go.
Well, yeah, 14 laps once Centauri crosses the line.
14 laps once Centauri crosses the line, and hopefully he doesn't bottle it like he did in Baku last week.
Yep, he hasn't made that mistake, and because this would have, he could have won the championship in this way, if he just not made that mistake.
Yeah, he could have, because he would have been in championship winning position right now. Although I don't think Namsko would have taken that risk of staying out if he did was in the championship fight. But that's not the Grand Prix for Namsko.
Yep, fastest lap of all time of 108.8, so not bad. Yeah. So, hopefully our softs now will probably try and beat that.
Don't know if he can though, that's the thing. He will try.
Yep, no harm in trying. See, right now a safety car would be what if we needed to spice things up. Oh,
yes,
and there is the other flag.
and
that's Namsko, he's out. Oh!
No way. No way have you just done that. No way. We have a safety car with 13 laps to go here in F5. That's brilliant. Love that.
Sometimes my genius is all frightening.
That is very funny.
Well, all into the pits now.
Centauri in the pits, and we'll see if PTO Red's just going to be held up by the double stack here again. Into the pits. Now, let's see where everyone will appear out.
Oh, let's see. Is Centauri? He's got out in the lead this time in the pits. Oh,
Cortez second.
Yeah. That.
Cortez second. Simon Ron.
No, Rangestone's seventh. Maybe 16 plus 16, 12, and 16, 12, 10, 8, 6.
Centauri's been disqualified.
5. What? He went ahead of the safety car. Oh.
Centauri, no.
No
Centauri,
way.
no.
No, that is just.
That puts Ferrari in the lead in the Constructors' Championship.
Oh dear me. Oh dear. You went. That's just a rookie error. When I once met myself trying to unlap myself, but to be fair, at least I was trying to do something.
Why did you do that? Centauri! So that puts Cortez in the lead of the Grand Prix now, ahead of Ron. Simon's up in the third. And Dom now, Range, I just has to hope dominator DNFs and he can gain 15 points.
Yeah, but he needs to win.
Needs to win.
Ay. I do not believe what I've just seen.
That is... Oh, what was he thinking?
I mean... yeah.
That was really, really unlucky for Centauri. I'm going to see what happened, to be exact.
Ay.
Yes, he was in such a comfortable position, and he is now out.
I was very thinking it was just one where you thought it was a DSQ, but it was just some random glitch in the game.
Yes, I tried at first, but...
But look at Bandini, he was about 40 seconds off the pack, and now he's got a chance to
he's going to catch up, he's been given a break here. But see, I respect that, because he kept in the race even when he was 40 seconds behind, in case a scenario like this happened.
Exactly.
What happened with Centauri was the safety car was going slow, so he thought he had to overtake it. He overtook it in DSQ.
Oh my. Well, yeah. That isn't great. But that has added a night, well, a different element to the race.
St. Terry said, and that's championship over, so no faith in Wrench.
Safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this lap, it will be Cuyo Cortez who leads us away in the round. He's in a great position now to challenge for a win here. Round the final corner, is he going to hold it as long as we see Finley do?
Well,
He probably will, because that works for Finley. It may work again for him.
No, but people might expect it. You have to try to do something that'll throw people off guard.
And he's gone, and he's
he's got it.
And that's a really good race to start. We go racing in Brazil for the third time today. Down into turn one, Dominator's gone for it, running outside of Simon, smells podium chance, but that is wrenched to the inside and get contact with Tysco. So this isn't helping sort of the championship, but he needs to try and find a way. Gonna switch McLaren in and out. Down Retroposta has to try and make a move because he needs a race win today. The championship is all in his hands. Ron is right at the back of Cortez though, so Wrench needs something that will help him there. See, he would probably end up leading the race, so he was held up by that double stack with his teammate getting disqualified.
Well, I mean, don't think Ron's won a race this season, so if he did win one, I think that would top off a fairly good season for him.
Yeah, Ron has had a consistent season. Hasn't been podiums, hasn't been wins, but it's been a move on Tysco down the main straight, going taking a wide line, not looking into the slipstream, which could seem costly. He's going to try down the inside, nowhere near close for PSGL Wrench. Simon has a penalty we need to remember as well, so that would promote Dominator up position, it would also promote Wrench up position.
Obviously then it would become 10 points and I believe 6.
So it would be just before Harry gaining points on Red Bull for this Constructors' Championship.
Yeah. Think of with Centauri there, you would have been a lot closer, and it would have really depended on how well Dominator and Wrench would have been able to race.
But Centauri's got himself disqualified, so...
Yeah. Well, yeah, not great.
Isn't helping the case here. He thinks the championship is over, and he may be right, because we will have 9 laps left as we cross the line.
It's got a bit cloudy.
It has. I wonder will we get a last lap of rain? Will we get an is that Tysco going slowly moment?
The McLaren going slowly. Usually it's the McLaren trying to overtake, but yeah.
Well, we don't have any Toyota here, so that's unfortunate. He's lucky within a Toyota. I hope he was.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I think he was in a Toyota.
No battles, which is surprising. It looks like they may... Oh! Speaking of battles, that's Wrench gone for it on Tysco. Needs to get this move done on this lap. Oh! He hasn't. Oh, Tysco's gonna wobble on out. He's around.
No.
Oh, Tysco is around, and the minute you seen him get the wobble and get the fishtail at the back of the car, you knew he would be facing the wrong way at some point. He's just sat there in disappointment, I believe. Yeah, that is unfortunate for Tysco. I think he may be disqualified in a moment for just sat on the track. He's moving, and he is disqualified now for parking in this location.
The second one of today.
Very unfortunate for Tysco. Really, really unfortunate, and I don't blame him, to be honest, because that was unlucky. Matt Tebos has got a wobble on out of that corner, and may find himself under pressure from everyone Finley now. Battle for 8th spot now with that Tysco spin. Wrench now, the man in front of him, is JML Dominator. That is the man who he needs to get past. That is the man, and he still needs to win this race. Regardless of what happens, he just needs to win to try and salvage the championship that Centauri may as well bottled now.
You could say that would be 2 championships. They might have missed out on.
Tunetank crashing in Baku handed Amsco the championship.
I'm on last qualification. Even if he had been in the fight, it would have been a bad way to lose the title. So, well, there you go.
I think getting disqualified for passing the safety car may be the biggest bottle of all time in League Racing.
Probably say there'd be a few bottles close to that. But then again, there's been league races. We don't know how many bottles there have been. But my team was fastest lap, so not bad for me.
Santeri has just tweeted, I'm pretty sure I'm ending my F1 career to this. Cheers, Codemaster. So he's not happy at all. 6 laps to go, only 10 cars left, but they're all very close proximity on this circuit, but Wrench needs to gain more time or just hope 4 cars in front of him crash out.
Well, I mean, he'll end up ahead of Simon, so I mean that wouldn't be too bad. Like, he doesn't really have to worry about Simon. He just needs to, well, first of all, get ahead of Dominator, and then start pushing his way up the field. And up Dominator.
Dominator on the one day he needed to, he is currently delivering, because there's no Ramsco, he's DNF'd. He needed to deliver today. He is currently doing so in P4 and on course for the first podium of the season.
Now Jesper passes lap. Oh, skate chips. Jesper will contact.
Oh, bit of contact. Jesper.
Oh god, on board with Jesper's annoying because it has that red glitch. Or I have to keep an eye, because he might be able to overtake. No.
No, he's not on the overtake. Into that corner. Wrench isn't even catching up to Dominator that much. He's only caught up a 10th. Terry has left the session, but he did get disqualified on lap 22. Hasn't been able to push Cortez for a win here. I think he's 72 from being honest.
Yeah, I think he'd been happy enough to get his best result this season pretty much at the last race. As obviously the next season, we're going to be in different tiers and on new games, so it might, maybe our previous season mightn't matter that much. But, well, Dominator, he's got the exit now, maybe, and Simon.
No, Simon is burning a bit more ERS and probably using a bit more fuel. Just keep ahead of the Ferrari, although I don't think Simon is going to be able to put 3 seconds on Dominator, if I'm being honest. Wrench is catching up slowly to Dominator, but not having DRS is really affecting the Red Bull.
Yeah, although he's fairly close now.
Rain, we have rain. There is droplets of rain at the end of this Grand Prix, and this could throw a spanner into the works. If you go on board with Chainwheel Dominator, you can just about see droplets.
Yeah, you definitely can. This is uncommon. Rain right at the end of the race. See,
he's got for the Matibo, just down the inside of turn 1.
Oh no!
All contact, and that's Finley into the infield.
Oh god.
Don't believe that one was Matt's fault. I believe that one was probably down to Finley. But this rain could throw a spanner into the works.
How quickly it falls is the question.
It's falling very quickly. You can see the track getting quite greasy already.
And you can see the droplets on the screen as well. So you know it's starting to get heavy enough. Let's see, who would be the best wet weather driver now? I think Azzy actually, or well, Wrench. It wouldn't be too bad for him because I know he did take pole in Japan when it was wet, as Dominator has all Mondosi on the exit there.
It is falling quickly, but I don't know it will affect the drivers yet, because of course if we get DRS to stable this lap, then we know, okay, you're paying a risk staying out. But because there's so little left in the race, they kind of have to stay out or they're just going to fall.
It's been nearly like Singapore again.
Yeah, where we had the slowest final lap in PSGL history.
Yep, that's probably correct. So, everyone's very tiptoeing round, and droplets of Renee's starting to fall around Star Sector 2. Let's see, how are we going to see somebody take on the Glock role of staying out and just hoping that it doesn't pour down to such an extent that it just, well, going to be on ice.
The drivers don't seem to be struggling too much yet, but there is still 2 laps to go where we could see a lot of spinners.
Well, I see Wrench, yeah, not a bad exit there, but just doesn't seem like it's close enough to Dominator.
Matt was struggling in the braking, and Dini may get into the position, but Dominator's still going here. Because I don't think this rain will affect the drivers.
Maybe more Brazil 2012 rather than Brazil 2008 situation then.
Yeah, if the rain doesn't seem to be falling down too heavy, I think we will get easily to the end on slick running. Here we go, about to head onto the final lap of the season, and I think it's going to easily be Ferrari who take this Constructors' Championship unless chaos happens on this final lap, but we do have pretty hectic final laps. Simon has got a wobble on the exit corner. Dominator may go for it this time. Plenty ERS and DRS. Is he going to try to move into the ZS's? Switches to the inside.
Look at Range getting in the pair of them.
Here
look at almost 3 wide.
French round the outside, trying to make it 3 wide. It has to throw everything at it, but Dominator's got the position done, which will ruin Wrench's day even more, as Wrench needed to win this race, and there was no
Wrench
hope
probably
more.
can get past Simon here. Simon's
very aggressive defending from Simon, and Wrench is trying another grass. Ooh, very close there. Extremely close between Simon and Wrench, but this surely is it. But the battle of the race lead is still on, as Ron is going to try and push and try and find a way past Cortez on this final.
And this rain just starting to come down a bit more.
The rain is coming down a little bit more. The drivers will be struggling. Ron doesn't try anything drastic. Can he get a move on into Jinsao? I don't think he can. And they both have similar ERS, so we won't get a drag race to the line. A little wobble for Cortez. He nails. Oh, both getting a wobble on, but it will be Cortez who comes across and wins this Grand Prix in Brazil. And it will be Ferrari who take the Constructors' Championship. Cortez wins, followed by Ron second, General Dominator third. And it will be Wrench in fourth, Smitty Chips fifth, Matt sixth. Adini 7th, Simon 8th, Jesper 9th, and Finley will come home in 10th position. That's lap went to Jesper in that one.
Well, an extra point for Jesper. Pretty much everyone finished scored points. So
it was an interesting final race, but we didn't get that shootout that we thought.
Well, there you go. Cortez driver of the day, and it's very deserved. He was able to get up into P1. Despite not quite looking like he was going to get the win throughout this race early on.
Yes, yeah, unfortunate for Santeri, because I think he could have won that race, and that would have possibly sealed the championship. Cortez wins the Portuguese man's winning in the Portuguese native Portuguese language speaking country. That's what I'm trying to say. Ron finishing in second, Dominator finishing in third, Wrench finishing in fourth, Skelly Chips in fifth, Matt sixth, Bandini finishing in seventh, Simon eighth, Jesper ninth, and Finlay 10th. Non-finishers Santeri, Namsko, Gustavo Nezzi, Jules, and Tysko.
Well, it was an exciting enough final race. 2 safety cars. Leader again disqualified. Well, not getting disqualified to 1 instance. And good racing. So you'd say an exciting way to end this season. And well, yeah. Let's just see if any drivers will join interviews just quickly for the last race. And Dominator has joined us, so
First driver to join interviews in about 5 weeks.
True.
Hi.
Dominator, that just sealed you the Constructors' Championship and your first podium this season. Congratulations.
Thank you, mate.
It was, you performed when you needed to most, and it was a very good race. Do you have anything to say about it?
It was hard race, you know. That was bad qualifying for me. And yeah, the start wasn't good. There was a lot of contacts. I think the 3 people span. And yeah, then the safety car, then another safety car. I was boxing for the softs, and then I got very good pace, and it is what it is.
There you go. So well done on the podium, and the constructors win. Let's see if anyone else is going to join.
I don't believe they will, because we've
No.
had Cortez on the podium before and he's not joined. Thank you, Dominic, for joining though, it's appreciated.
Thank you. I want to thank Jamaica League, the Poland League, Polish League, and yeah, I love them. See you in the next season, boys. Bye.
Bye bye, Dominic. Thank you very much.
Bye bye. Thank you. Well, obviously this is the end of the season, so well, I'd say we enjoyed that season, to be fair.
It was a very interesting season. Championship fight may not have been as intense as we wanted it, but otherwise, good racing, and it was very fun.
Well, that's always thank you to everyone for watching, and well, hopefully we may see you next season.